What if I told you the biggest negotiation myth is that someone has to lose for you to win? But the smartest deal makers know the most successful deals happen when your opponent becomes your biggest advocate. The reality nobody talks about. Most people approach negotiations like a boxing match. Someone wins, someone loses, everyone goes home. But after 20 years in business, I can tell you, this approach will destroy your long-term success. When you crush someone in a negotiation, you create 3 problems. First, they will cut corners on delivery. Second, they will never refer business to you. Third, they might become your competitor out of spite. Harvard Business School tracked 10,000 negotiations over 5 years. The shocking discovery? Deals where both parties felt they won were 40% more likely to lead to future business and 60% less likely to fall apart later. The science behind win-win deals. Your brain releases different chemicals based on how you feel during negotiations. When people feel respected, their brains produce oxytocin, the trust hormone. When they feel attacked, cortisol floods their system and they literally cannot think clearly. You want them thinking clearly, because clear thinking leads to creative solutions. Think of negotiation like cooking a meal together instead of fighting over the last slice of pizza. The 3 pillars. Framework. Pillar 1. Information before intimidation. Most people walk into negotiations like they are entering a war zone. This is the wrong approach. You need intelligence first. Before any major negotiation, I spend 80% of my preparation time understanding the other person's world. What keeps them awake at night? What would make their boss promote them? What is their company's biggest challenge right now? Here is a real example. I was negotiating a software deal with a startup. Instead of focusing only on price, I dug deeper into their situation. Their biggest pain was not cost. It was implementation time. They needed to go live in 30 days or they would lose a major client. So I restructured the entire deal. Higher monthly fee, but we would fast-track implementation and provide dedicated support. They saved their client, I got 40% more revenue, and they have referred 6 other companies to us since then. Pillar 2. Expansion over division. Stop thinking about splitting a pie. Start thinking about making the pie bigger. The magic question that changes everything is this: what would have to be true? What would for this to be a home run for both of us? Learn this lesson from a deal that almost went completely wrong. Was selling consulting services to a manufacturing company. They wanted to pay half my standard rate. Instead of arguing about price, I asked that magic question. The answer changed everything. They had 3 other divisions with similar problems. We structured a deal where I would take the lower rate for the first project, but they would commit to introducing me to the other divisions if we delivered results. That discount deal became a $300,000 relationship. Pillar 3. Future-focused thinking. Amateur negotiators optimize for the current deal instead of the relationship. This is backwards thinking. Ask yourself this question before every negotiation. Do I want to do business with this person once or for the next 10 years? If it is a one-time deal, squeeze away. If it is long-term, invest in their success. Have clients who pay me more now than when we started because I consistently structure deals that make them money first. The Tactical Playbook, the assumption reversal technique. Instead of assuming what they want, ask this question. Make this deal a complete disaster for you. Then design your proposal around avoiding that disaster. The alternative value play. When they want something you cannot give, usually a lower price, offer something else of value. Extended warranties, faster delivery, additional services or introductions to other vendors. The milestone method structure deals with performance milestones. If we hit these results by this date, the rate increases. This aligns incentives and builds trust over time. 3 mistakes that kill deals. Mistake 1, making it personal. The moment you take something personally, you stop thinking strategically. Emotions make you stupid in negotiations. Mistake 2, rushing to close. Desperation has a smell, and experienced negotiators can detect it immediately. Take your time and think long-term. Mistake 3, ignoring implementation. A deal that cannot be properly executed is just expensive paperwork. Always discuss how the deal will actually work in practice, the real-world test. Here is how you know you structured the deal correctly. Both parties should be slightly nervous they gave away too much. If one person is celebrating while the other looks defeated, you messed up the negotiation. I once had a client tell me 6 months after our deal, "I feel like I should be paying you more money." That is when you know you structured the relationship correctly. Your action plan. Before your next negotiation, answer these 3 questions. First, what does success look like for them? Second, what can I give that costs me little but helps them significantly? Third, how can we structure this so both parties have skin in the game? The goal is not to win the negotiation. The goal is to win the relationship. Relationships compound over time, but victories are just one-time events. The best deals I have ever made felt like the beginning of something bigger, not the end of a fight. Make your opponent your advocate, and you will never run out of opportunities. When both parties walk away feeling smart, you have created something more valuable than a contract. You have created a partnership.